What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin Svensson, and you are watching another episode of I Trade Crypto. So if you guys are checking out the charts in the center here, crypto in general has been kind of stagnant today. Prices just going up, down, up, down. We're moving a little bit to the upside at the moment. Before I get started here, I just want to tell you guys that I am actually starting a Patreon page, and I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of the video. So if we're going to go ahead and look at Bitcoin from a large scale perspective here, looking from beginning of October on the left side of the screen in 2017 all the way up until where we are now. So I mapped out the most significant support areas. So, all these circles are encompassing the most critical support areas we've hit. You might not be able to see the numbers on the screen that well right now, but that doesn't really matter because all we're doing really is trying to perceive the market from a large scale. So we had the support area, we had a higher high here, then we created a lower low, got a bit more of a lower low, and now we're seeing pretty much just a horizontal low. So from the drop here in February that hit 6K, 5,800 on some exchanges, I encompass the circle here just in the most significant part of the support zone, moving now to the right to April at about 6,500, 6,400. And if you move over to the right, then we're looking at the end of July low here that we saw around 5,800. And then now we are sitting here at this low, hitting about the same price here, 5,900, 5,800, 5,900 or so. So now we're sitting right here at this low point. If you look at the volume on the bottom here, you can see that the average amount of volume since, the end of the bull run here, coming up to 20K. If you're looking here, you can see that the average amount of volume has been dying down consistently. So it might look like right here that the volume is picking up, but keep in mind, guys, when you're looking at the volume here, you're looking at the consistency of the volume. The volume is very consistent all throughout this past year. And then we get over to where we are now. If you're looking at the average volume, some days there was like almost nothing. Other days there was a decent amount. Some days almost nothing. The volume is just really choppy right now. What that tells me when I'm looking at this, it tells me that there's a lot of uncertainty right now. In the interest in cryptocurrencies really hasn't gained that much at all. There hasn't really been any major significant news recently. So obviously, as I've been saying on this channel, a break below the 6K level, this 5,800 level, is definitely a possibility. And I think it is the most likely scenario, the most likely outcome for the price action that we've seen this year. I think we're just hitting this bottom too many times. Some people would obviously argue that it's a consolidation. But yes, it is a consolidation. That's true. But not all consolidations end bullishly. You can have a consolidation, and you can also end the consolidation bearishly. Just because the market is agreeing on a price for a certain period of time does not mean that it's going to go up. This is just how the crypto market is playing out. It's a speculative bubble, I believe, in my opinion, at the moment. So one thing I want to get across right now in the middle of this video here, what's important to understand about cryptocurrencies, the state of the crypto market right now, is that majority of the cryptocurrencies are not currencies. See, Bitcoin is currently the means of exchange within the crypto industry. A lot of these ICOs, a lot of these smaller cryptos are just projects. They're just ideas that people are expanding on, and they're not necessarily currencies, and they're not necessarily a means of exchange. While it can be used in that way, it's not. These ICOs, these smaller coins, are not being used in that way. So that's such an important thing to understand. Bitcoin is the means of exchange. That is why I always analyze Bitcoin and no other coins. There are coins that are closer to Bitcoin in turn, like Ethereum and Litecoin and so on. Bitcoin Cash, those are in the realm of what Bitcoin is, but Bitcoin is dominant. The entire industry is built on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the means of exchange. It is the currency. And that is why Bitcoin is such an important thing to analyze. And that's why Bitcoin affects everything. Because it's the currency of the crypto market. It is the means of exchange. When Bitcoin goes down, everything goes down. Bitcoin goes up, everything goes up. If you grasp that idea, then you will understand that this market is kind of just a bunch of hot air right now. It is overblown. Some of the coins that have helped Bitcoin progress in its price don't deserve their price evaluation, and that's why I do think this is a bubble. And I think that we really need to return to some more sensible price levels and just get a bit of a retracement here. If you're looking on the weekly here, obviously in 2014 we had something, we had a strong retracement. I think we're going to see something similar here, guys. I think we are going to get a strong retracement into this zone, hitting some of these parabolic lows. And then, finding a bottom. I think it's going to be kind of harsh at times, but, we'll eventually find the bottom, probably within the next year and a half, maybe start building out from there. But, you got to play it by ear, guys. I just don't see strength right now. Volume is super choppy. Let's go ahead and move in here to the 4-hour charts. Bitcoin's finding some lows here. Although, if you're looking at the volume, you can see that the selling and the buying, the selling seems to be outweighing the buying. I mean, it's pretty even right now. That's obviously why the price is moving up slightly. The buyers and the sellers are kind of at par with each other right now. And we are pushing a little bit to the upside. There is upside potential here. I'm not saying there's not upside potential here. There's obviously potential for for some manipulation to happen. Looking on TradingView here at the BTC USD shorts, and there's obviously some room for a continued short squeeze. So for some of these short positions to close out and get liquidated, that is totally possible. There's still possibility for upward price action. Some bots that are stepping in and just, wicking up that price, creating some FOMO, getting people to buy in and pushing it up. That's totally possible. I talked about that in my last video, saying that, maybe 7,500, we might see a top there, but we'll see, guys. I'm not confident in Bitcoin still. I'm still not confident in Bitcoin in terms of buying at these levels. I think we have way more room to move down. But anyway, guys, so that's going to be the end of the analysis, but I do have an announcement, and that is I am starting a Patreon. So if you want to check it out, the link is in the description. There's some interesting things to read there. I know a lot of you guys want me to do live streams. I love doing live streams. The only thing is it takes a lot of time out of my day, and there's a lot of preparation involved with those. So my Patreon fund is basically going to be a way for you guys to request how many live streams you want to see every month. However many people pledge to tier 2 is the amount of live streams I'm going to have every month. So I think that's kind of an interesting way for you guys to interact with the channel and support the channel and support what I've been doing here for the past 6 months. There's 2 tiers, $1.50 and $10. You can, any pledge is fine. You don't have to pledge if you don't want to. Just like the video and continue to support iTradeCrypto. Thank you guys so much for coming back to these videos. You guys are honestly the reason why I'm here, why I'm still doing these videos. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video.